Hello, everybody. What is going on? Welcome to Los blancosfantv match reaction of Real Madrid versus Barcelona, where we have just drawn 0-0 for the first time ever since 2002. It's been a while since we've last drawn, but now it is 0-0. What can I say about the game? The game overall, despite the scoreline, it was a very exciting game. It was a very good game. It was a game that was very, very equal overall, is what I have to say. Both teams really, really fighting for it. We were dominant in the first half. Barcelona had a few chances, of course, but overall, when I look at the game, there were very, very good chances for us. We could have scored a few times in that game. I feel sometimes it's 2 points lost, but then again, it's at the Camp Nou, and to get a point at the Camp Nou, I'll take it in a heartbeat. And I think overall we did a really, really good job. And I think the defense today, the midfield today, very, very, very solid. I guess the only thing you could say is that the forward line, or Bale, Benzema, a little bit disappointing, to be honest. I would have liked to see a little bit more from them. I thought it was a little bit disappointing in the final third, but there you go. James, what's up, dude? Good to see you on. Yeah, man, a little bit, in one way it's a little bit disappointing, but at the Camp Nou, getting 1 point, I'll take it. We're still level with Barcelona in the La Liga title, so yeah. So let's get into the game here. A few things that I did want to say. So it started out with Casemiro passing the ball to Bale, and then Jordi Alba just takes it out. It shows the apprehension from Barcelona right away. But then Barcelona get a little bit into the game, and then you think that Barcelona can make something happen. Obviously, it's at the Camp Nou, and then we get back the possession, and we start dominating the game, and we're doing really good. So it's really, really, really good game. Like I said, very, very equal. Messi it just goes to show what Messi can do. He just needs a little bit of time and space, and he will hurt you. He will hurt you. Vignesh, dude, thank you for being on. Sad to see this is your last appearance. Yeah, I know, a little bit to be honest, but yeah, it's just down to a lack of time and things like that. So so sorry. Barista Core Football TV says, I told Zidane to congest the midfield. And there you go. James says, that was 90 minutes of my life I won't get back. I know. The scoreline, it is a little bit disappointing. I thought it was a pretty exciting game, but of course I would have liked to see a goal in hindsight. But there you go. I mean, a little bit disappointing, but nevertheless, I thought it was still an exciting game. What else? Cruz, setting the tempo at the beginning of the game. There was a few long balls. Cruz, a bit sloppy at the beginning. I thought were just a bit sloppy. But then we had periods of domination. Rafael Varane was very, very good in the first half. I thought to be honest, if he really extended his form in the first half to the second half, he would have been my man of the match. Do I think he's the man of the match? Rafael Varane today was all over the place. As much as he was in defense, he was also going forward. He's also trying to put in the headers, trying to be the Sergio Ramos, basically. And I thought Rafael Varane did a very, very good job today. In all honesty, the whole defense really, really did a good job. Carvajal did a really, really good job, I'd say. Varane, Ramos saved a goal off the line. Courtois basically just takes it. What is it? It's a cross, I think, from Griezmann. Courtois just punches it out, falls right onto Messi on a plate, and Messi, shoots it, and then Sergio Ramos makes a block off the line. So very, very impressive there from Sergio Ramos. And let's see here. Yeah, there you go, Courtois. Valverde. Yeah, Valverde had a few times where he almost scored a worldie. Valverde was very... You can see what he's able to do, and like I said, he's been such a revelation. He's been amazing, and you saw a couple times where he almost scored a couple worldies, and just amazing, to be honest. That was not El Blásico, it was El Crapico. Goes to show that some people, I guess people weren't really liking it. Look, I kind of liked it, to be honest. I thought it was pretty decent. I know 0-0, but I thought it was pretty decent. Too many chances. Carvajal didn't impress today. I thought he did a fairly good job, Carvajal. But I can see what you mean. Vignesh says, Madrid would have won this game. There are so many actors in Barca like Suarez, but in the opening 20 minutes, we would have won 2 penalties, both on Varane, but Varane not claimed. Definitely agree. I think there was the one on Rakitic. Where, Rakitic kind of blocks him. He falls, and he makes Gareth Bale fall ultimately. Kind of funny. But yeah, we could have gotten a penalty on that one, and I think there was a thing on Jordi Alba too. I can't remember. Anyways, Varane at the beginning, he got a little bit frustrated, obviously. But yeah, there was a couple of times where you could argue there could have gotten a penalty. Jonas says, let's not take away from Real. They did really good, just needed to threaten Barca a bit more. I do agree with that. I thought we did really, really well today. To get 0-0 at the Camp Nou, it's an excellent, I'm not trying to downplay our expectations, but it is a very, very good score. What else did I want to say? We just needed more in the final third. I thought we were missing a little bit more in the final third. Sia says wasted finish at the end. He linked with Bale today. Yeah, actually, one thing that I did want to say is Casemiro at the end. I think it was at the 93rd minute where all Casemiro had to do was to take the ball, give it to Benzema, and he how can I say it? He just kicks it way too far, and ultimately it's a lost cause. At the end, also with Rodrigo, he did the same thing. So that's really where we had our chance. That's really where we had the chance to really make it 1-0. Everyone was kind of tired. Casemiro, he could have made it happen, but James says, "What a pass from Modric, though," and I'm assuming you're talking about the one towards the end to Gareth Bale. It was a really good pass, actually. Gareth Bale was pretty much, you would have been on one-on-one if he would have had the speed of before. And, unfortunately, it was towards the end of the game. He was a little bit tired. Vignesh says, Madrid, 7 on target. Barca have only 2 on target, but we aren't clinical enough. We need more powerful shooters. I hope Mbappe comes next season. Benzema likes power in the final third, and I do agree with that. It's not clinical enough, and I think that's a lot of it comes down to that. It's we just need to take those chances. We did have the chances coming in. But we didn't have anyone who could really put away those chances. You had Rafael Varane going up to really make things happen, but really we don't want to be relying on someone like that. We want to rely, on our attackers to do things like that. Matias says we missed Hazard heavily today with Marcelo, and I do agree with the thing about Marcelo, Matias. I think Marcelo would have brought something that Mendy certainly didn't have. Kay Alexander, thanks for being on. Good evening. The thing with Marcelo, I think he would have brought a lot of creativity. I think, Ferland Mendy as a defender, very, very good defender, very, very solid at the back. But, you could see he's just not as, he doesn't have the quite exact deft footwork that Marcelo has. You look at Marcelo, what he's able to do on the ball. He does things that really no left back should be able to do. He's got so much skill, and very, very elegant. So I think Marcelo could have brought something that Mendy really didn't have today in the game. You look at Mendy, heavy touches, just not as easy on the eye as Marcelo, I guess. Ronaldo would have made a difference too, definitely, but there you go. Vignesh says, Mendy not good enough. He's nothing in offensive side, and nearly 10 crosses not connected well in the box. I do agree with that. I think Mendy looked great defensively going forward, not that great. Hopefully Reguilon, can come in and really do that work, that bring us that offensive side that Mendy doesn't really have. Jonas says Zidane should have started with Rodrigo. He's so clinical. I do agree. I did see that he was going with the 4-4-2 Zinedine Zidane, and yeah, maybe in hindsight, I would have liked to see Rodrigo on the starting lineup. I think he would have, he could have provided a little bit more on the attack. And there you go. I mean, Rodrigo is clinical, and we have seen this, especially for a youngster. He's pretty clinical. Score is 0-0, Walid. It ended 0-0, so there you go. Couple other things, let's see. So yeah, a couple counters where there was one counter in particular. I think I can't remember where it was, but Bale. It was one where Bale was on the left-hand side. He takes the shot, and it's right next to Ter Stegen. Really, I think Gareth Bale, he should be scoring from there. I'm probably giving him a little bit too much stick, but I think Gareth Bale should be scoring from there. I know Gareth Bale, he's got this, he's got this. And he didn't score. It just goes to side netting, unfortunately. But with the power, with everything that he has, all his abilities, I think he definitely could have scored there. And I forgot who it was. I think it was Valverde, if I'm not mistaken. Valverde gives the ball to Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale, side netting. Really, I think he should have hit the target there. But there you go. There was a goal also in the 71st minute. It was deemed offside for Gareth Bale. Redeemed offside by Ferland Mendy. So I think Casemiro passes it to Ferland Mendy. Mendy gets onto the ball, crosses it to Gareth Bale, and Gareth Bale gets the goal pretty much. But it's deemed offside because Mendy mistimes his run, goes a little bit forward, and as a result, he gets deemed offside. So Like I said, overall, I thought we did pretty decently. I mean, to get 0-0 at the Camp Nou is pretty good, despite all the performances that we've had at the Camp Nou, and yeah, we've had 2-1 Cristiano Ronaldo not too long ago, but at the Camp Nou, it's up and down. Also, we're not, in the last few years, we do have to admit we haven't been as good versus Barcelona. There you go. James says, hope we can be athletic this Saturday before Christmas. I'm going to Madrid on holiday in January. Holy crap. And I'm going to see us play the first game of the new year versus Getafe. Very, very interesting. James, that is going to be very exciting for you, dude. Versus Getafe, yeah, it's going to be exciting because Getafe, I think they finished fourth place last season, if I'm not mistaken. I really don't know what position they're in this season, but very exciting stuff, James. Vignesh says Messi, two through ball in the first half mesmerized me, and what a ball that was. They aren't used well. Messi, there was a couple of times where Messi passes it to Jordi Alba. Really, Jordi Alba should be scoring or should be doing a little bit better, and ultimately it results in nothing, but. You can just see, like I said, Messi, if you give him that little bit of time and space, he just needs one chance, and he'll make the huge, huge, huge difference. And we really got lucky in those chances that, Jordi Alba kind of missed the target or he did something wrong. So there you go. Matias says, I think we have to focus on more 1-2 football. There was times Valverde and Isco wasted the ball. We need someone fast like Mbappe and Kevin De Bruyne got through balls and good shooting. Kevin De Bruyne, I definitely would take at Real Madrid in a heartbeat. I think, yeah, there were times, I think, yeah, Valverde obviously a little bit younger. Isco in the first half, I didn't really see too much from him. In the second half, I thought he was a little bit better. But again, like Macias is saying, it's just probably not good enough. I would have liked to see more from Isco, but I thought he did well in the second half. But in the first half, I definitely would have liked to see more from Isco. Like I say, trash. Well, I guess like I say, trash. I mean, he made a few chances, and really, his teammates should be doing a little bit better, especially considered they're professional footballers. Definitely should be doing a lot better. Let's see. So Rodrigo obviously came on. Modric came on in the second half. I can't remember which minute it was, but they came on in the second half. They really changed the game. If our other players wouldn't have been tired, I think we would have gotten a goal certainly. But everyone was tired towards the end. Modric and Rodrigo obviously had the legs to do it, but everyone else was just tired, And I think it was just the altitude they were playing at. I'm not too sure, but yeah, everyone was just tired towards the end. You could just see it in Casemiro, with his sloppy passes, and really, like I said, Casemiro towards the end, really, I think he should have gotten the better passes. If he would have gotten those passes, it would have been 1-0 for us, and we would have won the game. And there you go. Jonas says, I think you're harsh on Isco, David. He did fine in the first half. Yeah, that's, arguably. Isco is very good today. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I mean, maybe it's just an agenda against Isco. You're right. I'll put my hands down. Did have good runs, dribble, but just isn't made for the right-hand side. There you go. Was he on the right? Was he on the left? Yeah, he was on the right. There you go. Isco is also definitely not a winger. There you go. He's not fast enough, so he has to be a cam at best. Mbappe wouldn't play on the wing. There you go. Says Matias. Yeah, I definitely agree. I think Isco, he's not a winger. He's not a winger. He's a cam. I would like, he would be a really, really good player on a team like Manchester City where they pass the ball, and things like that. Is he fitted to our style of play? That's always been the question for Isco, but there you go. Anugad says, loss to PSG made us lose hope in Zidane. A few months later, players playing well, Benzema and Casemiro leading us, young talent playing well. Madrid is back on track, says Anugad. So hopefully, I mean, we have been doing pretty good. So I'd say these 5 last games or so, I haven't really watched the games. I haven't really had the time to do that. But I thought these last 5 games, we've been doing really well, even despite the tie versus Valencia. And so we do have a little bit of momentum on our side. Now 0-0 at the Camp Nou, which, to be honest, fair result, fair play. Title race is definitely not over, says Matias. And there you go. It's not over. We're 36 points, I think, level with Barcelona. So it's definitely not over. There's still a lot of time remaining. So hopefully we do get La Liga, man. 36. We can do it. We can do it, definitely. Why let Cristiano leave, says Borussia Core Football TV. Well, I think Cristiano didn't want to stay here anymore, and I think that's in part due to his how can I say it? Difficult kind of relationship with Florentino Perez. I think that's what it came down to. You know, what we should have done is given him a better contract. That's what we should have done. But there you go. Nugat says, "Does this want you to continue this channel?" I really don't think so. The reason being is, I am going to look for a full time job soon. So definitely, I don't have a lot of time to do this channel to continue this channel. There's, when you have a full time job, and I of course I have a few other hobbies. You know, I pl- if anything, I'll give you a little insight into my life. Playing piano, trying to work out and things like that. Doing homework, obviously, cooking. I do have to cook for myself, so yeah, all these things take a lot of time, and this is kind of just this kind of has to take a kind of subsidiary role, I guess you could say. Borussia Core Football TV says you needed him in this game. Definitely, I think Ronaldo in this game, he would have, he definitely would have made a difference, and he would definitely would have made the difference in every game. Vignesh says, "What do you think about Jovic? Is he going to stay in January? Will he be loaned out?" I think Jovic, Man United and Milan linked. I wouldn't want to see Jovic go to Man United if he is loaned out. Manchester United, the state of affairs there is terrible, terrible, terrible. That's the last place I'd want him to go to. Milan, probably. I'm not sure. I haven't seen too much of Milan what they're doing, but again, Milan, the state of affairs there, just very up and down, very volatile. I don't think I'd like to see him going to either of those teams. However, I think if for his own sake, it would be good for him to get a loan somewhere in La Liga or something like that. Just to get a run of games really. And I think if he can get a loan in La Liga, then I would be very very happy with that. Werner linked with Madrid for 80 million, who is in great form recently. Which I haven't seen too much of Werner. I can't really give a judicious statement on that, or a judicious decision on that with Timo Werner, but I have heard good things from him. Would I take him? I think over Jovic, I definitely take Timo Werner at Madrid, just because at the moment we do have a scarcity of strikers. We have Benzema, obviously, Rodrigo, but Rodrigo plays on the right. Can he play as a striker? He can play as a striker as well. So a little bit tough. Matias says, "Do you live in a house?" No, I don't. I live in a little. They call it efficiency apartments or studios. Wherever you're at. So, little place, really, little place. Definitely planning to move out of this, and that's partly in why I want to, obviously leave the channel, digress away from football. I do want to prioritize my time, into things that will lead me to eventually getting a house. I'm currently doing a master's degree. I'm gonna have debt. I think I'm gonna accumulate about $48,000 in debt. So I'm definitely hoping to pay that over the next year. So if I am to pay that, then I do have to get a full-time job somewhere. So what are you studying and what type of job, if you don't mind? Yeah, well, I'm studying psychology. I was doing counseling. I was doing counseling at the beginning, like therapeutical stuff, and now I switched to general psychology. So I'm just majoring in general psychology, which is pretty general, to be honest. If you don't mind. What type of job? I work with disabled people right now. Disabled people, just kind of, doing like, helping them with their food, helping them chores around the house, things like that. I don't live with my family. I don't live with my family. There you go. So let's get into the player ratings. Let's see here. I do want to get into player ratings. I didn't watch the whole game. So bear with me here. If you guys want, you can go ahead and give me some player ratings too. To be honest, maybe my player ratings aren't going to be the best. I didn't watch the whole game, but I'll give it a try. I'll give it a shot. Courtois, I thought he made that good save, but he really put it on a plate for Messi right there. Besides that, did he have much to do? He didn't have much to do. I didn't really remember. I'm gonna give him a 6. Just I didn't see Courtois have much to do. Oof, man. Hopefully I can get this whiteboard going. Let me check if I can get this here. Just give me a second. Let's do a yellow. There you go. Perfect. And we're gonna go with a 6. See, it keeps doing that. Let me do this. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go with player ratings here really quickly though. Man, and you get a phone call, during the live stream. There you go. That's just how it works. Whiteboard. Oh. And let's put this all the way to the back here, so you guys can see how this works. Okay, let's see here, and let's do a colored one. Let's see if this works. There you go. It's not very good, is it? So 6 for Courtois. Ramos 8, Varane 8 or 9. I think, look, Varane for me, man of the match is going to be a 9 for him. He was just he was all over the place today. Maybe in the second half he kind of faded out a little bit, but in the first half overall, Varane all over the place today. Give him a solid 9 for him. Sergio Ramos, I almost want to give him a 9. I think we're going to go. And the only reason I'm giving Sergio Ramos a 9 is because it was towards the end where he, not towards the end, in the first half where he really made that crucial save. And if it wouldn't have been for that, it would have been 1-0 for Barcelona. That's the only reason I'm giving Sergio Ramos a 9. Let me do the 6 on Courtois again here. Boom. Not the best one, but there you go. Ramos 8, man. All right. Sergio Ramos, thanks for being on. Courtois 7, 2 great saves. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Can't argue with that. Ramos was solid, Theo. Yeah, he was exactly. Definitely. Carvajal. Let's see. Carvajal. We're gonna give. I thought Carvajal did really well, actually. Especially there was a few times where he made some crucial. There was a few times where there was crosses coming in, and Carvajal did a really good job there. So I'm gonna give Carvajal a 7. Maybe there were times, lackadaisically from Carvajal, but overall, give him a 7. Ferland Mendy. For me, it's going to have to be a 5. The only reason I'm giving Ferland Mendy a 5 is because going forward, it just wasn't quite enough. If it would have been Marcelo, Ferland Mendy, if it would have been Marcelo, he would have brought a lot of creativity going forward. I am being probably a little bit harsh with Ferland Mendy. The only reason that is because going forward, not enough for me. But going, defensively, he's so solid, and that's what I really like about him. However, I think we do need to get another left back. I hope Reguilon can really solidify that position. Let's see. Let me know, of course, for the midfield if you guys have any. Mendy 0, batting crossing. I do agree. I might have to also stop YouTube videos. It will come time too. Yeah, definitely. These videos are nice, but the only thing is that you do have to prioritize. You only have so much time in life, right? For some people that love football, which I do like, obviously, but I do have other priorities, I guess you could say, and you only have so much time in a day, and I think that's what it comes down to. Is for me, watching football, yes, it's fun, it's entertaining, but well, I'll leave it at that. There you go. Isco, let's see here. Isco did good in the second half. First half, Jonas was saying he did really good. Let's give Isco. Should we give him a 6? Should we give him a 7? Let's give him a 7. Look, I did see him a lot in the second half. I did. It's just a confabulation, right? I didn't see him in the first half, but I think that's just a false memory, as the others were saying. Isco was massive. There you see, and that's me, and I think that comes down to me. I just think that I'm just not seeing it with Isco. And I'm probably seeing it through a different, lens. And I used to be a big fan of Isco, to be honest. So we're gonna go with the 9 for Isco. People are saying he was fabulous, so we're gonna go with the 9. I think that, my opinion is flawed, and I will be humble enough to say that. Okay, there you go. Isco is massive. So Mendy 6.5, Ramos 9, Varane 8, Carvajal 8. I think Carvajal did a good job. Valverde 7. Valverde wasn't at his best. He did have a few instances where he almost scored with worldies, to be honest, and we're going to give him a 7, I think. I think a 7 is a fair rating for Valverde. Casemiro did block some very good, crucial, made some good interceptions, what I have to say with Casemiro. Made some good blocks also. Sloppy passing, sometimes with Casemiro, especially, and for me, it's just at the last instances, where really we could have changed the game, and Casemiro just kind of sloppily gives it away. Man, I almost want to give him a 6, but I think that's being a little too harsh. I'm gonna give him a 7, actually. I'm gonna give him a 7. Thought he did pretty good, yeah. In terms of defensively and things like that, he did pretty good. Cruz, I think I'm gonna give a 7 to Cruz. Let's see here if I can do that. Oof. It's hopefully it does let me do it. By the way, thank you for being on, guys. Like, it is the last stream for the channel, but there you go. It's the last stream, but I do appreciate the loyalty. Like I've said, thank you very much, everyone. For being part of this channel, because really it does mean a lot. It does mean a lot. I do appreciate it. I appreciate all the loyalty that you give me over the past few months. So there you go. Gareth Bale, let's see. Messi created everything for them in the first half. As soon as we isolated him in the second half, they didn't create anything. How convenient. There you go. Casemiro 7.5. Casemiro's all right. That's what I saw from Casemiro also. I thought he was only all right, but again, in intercepting, defending, and things like that, I thought he did a good job. It was just the passing for me. It's just a little sloppy, and I think Casemiro would have changed the game, and I still think towards the end where it was in the 93rd minute where he gives it to Benzema, and really the pass is way too long. And if it would have been shorter, I think Benzema would have had a really, really good chance there to make it 1-0, but there you go. Gareth Bale is not going to be, he was decent, I'd say. We're going to give, let's see, Benzema, Bale, I almost want to give him a 6. Let me think. Gareth Bale, I'm going to give him a 6. The only reason I do that is because there was a couple instances where, especially the one where Valverde gives it to Bale. But Gareth Bale should be getting the target from there. I don't see why he doesn't get it, but there you go. Benzema really created space and stuff. 7. A little bit better from Benzema. I don't know if the ratings are any good, but there you go. Bale 7, Benzema 7. There you go. I really don't want the channel gone. Thank you so much, dude. No, I do appreciate. Like I said, I do appreciate it. It's just it does take a lot of time. There are times where I'm not able to do it. Times where I'm not able to give the channel the consistency it needs. So that is why I do have to go. And yeah, Jonas, I know I do agree with that. It's gonna feel a little strange, but yeah, I mean, I guess that is life, right? Anugad says, hey man, good sleep now, but wish you all the best in life. Thank you so much, man. Like I said, I really do appreciate that. Good luck in your future life. See ya. Yeah. Thank you, man. I really do appreciate it. Good luck to you too, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, Matthias. Yeah, man, I remember you've been on for a while, Matthias. I really do appreciate that. But like I said, there are things that, look, I'm 27 now, financially it's still my financial situation is still a bit precarious, I guess you could say. It's still unstable. I'd like to have some stability in that aspect of my life, and I really do need to go. I'm not trying to sound like a very avaricious person, but I do need a little bit more financial stability in my money, and currently, obviously, if I am to go after that, then I do need to make some sacrifices, and there you go. Barista Core Football TV. It is a hobby for some people, and I do agree if you do like to do this, then by all means go ahead. But there you go. Matthias says maybe I'll start a channel. I think there you go. I think you should try it, Matthias. Just give it a try. See what you could do. Obviously, I gave it a try. I saw it was obviously working out, but eventually I had to do other things. So they're gonna cry if you quit, says Sergio Ramos. Yeah. I'm gonna have to quit, unfortunately, Sergio Ramos. But best of luck to you, man. Thank you so much. Hey, David, can you say your bio at the end of the video? All the best. You're trying. Thank you so much, James. I do appreciate it, man. James, you've been. Thank you for so much, man. You go to church? I don't. I used to go to church. I used to be a loyal Catholic, but I don't go to church anymore. The reason that is because at a bit of crossroads in my life. There's not enough evidence for me to really believe in a God. Man, I'm getting into some philosophical stuff. But anyways, I am just doing a lot of reading, a lot of understanding the meaning of life, things like that. I am trying to get. I'm really interested in philosophy. If anything, I'm reading about The Origin of Species by Richard Darwin's, is it? So I am currently reading that book. I know it sounds really ridiculous, but there you go. Thank you, Macias. Yeah, I really do appreciate that. Jonas, I don't blame you. 27 years old. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Thank you, Jonas. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. I hope I can see you making another channel when you're economically improved. There you go. Yeah. Definitely. If it does improve and things, go a lot better, then yeah. And as Jonas was saying, 27 years old now. There you go. Thanks, Sergio Ramos. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Antonio Jose says Madrid this year is tied. Madrid champions 14. I hope so. Still half a season left, but there you go. What do you think about Real Madrid and the City matchup? Very interesting. I think Real Madrid will take it. City defensively, shambles right now. So I think Real Madrid will take it. I don't think it'll be super easy, but I think Real Madrid will take it at the end. Richard Dawkins, there's Richard Dawkins. I'm literally learning about him in my religious studies class. There you go. So Richard Dawkins, yeah, I'm learning, reading one of his books. I think it's called The God Delusion. Do you have social media? The only one, the only social media I have is Los Blancos, the Instagram page. So if you want, you could always message me on there. Matthias, please make a channel. Yeah, Matthias, I think you should. I definitely think you should. It's a nice hobby to take on, and you really learn a lot of things. Yeah, Richard Dawkins is an interesting person. You have to see the debate. I think it's Richard Dawkins versus one of the former Anglican leader, which is quite interesting. He's a very interesting person. But the person that I'm reading, I think it's Richard Darwin. So Richard Darwin's is a guy who, he's the guy. Is it Richard Darwin's? I can't remember. He's the guy who wrote Origin of Species. Anyways, it's all about natural selection and survival of the fittest, and that's really what I'm reading right now. And that's why it leads me inevitably to believe that, is there a God? Is there no God? So there you go. Back to the game. So just to recapitulate really quickly, I thought Real Madrid we all did really good. Actually, let me backtrack here. We did pretty good. To get 0-0 at Real Madrid. I thought fairly decent. Fair play to Real Madrid. 0-0 at the Camp Nou. Then again, we did have a couple chances where we could have done it. We weren't like people were saying, we weren't clinical enough in the final third. I thought really the final third, it's where it let us down, to be honest. If we would have had, Macias was saying Ronaldo, obviously. If we would have had a clinical finisher, I think we could have won the game. But there you go. James says, David, will you continue your Insta? I will. If so, you will post about Real Madrid and your personal life. I will post a bit of personal life. Real Madrid, maybe a few things. I'm not a big social media person. I will continue it for a bit, and I will see where it kind of leads me to. Madrid is better than City, says Antonio Jose, if that's what you're referring to. Madrid 13. No, actually, Madrid is probably worse than City. Madrid 13 champion, City 0. Yeah, that's exactly it. Exactly. Can you recommend some Real Madrid channels that speak in English? Probably. I'm not sure I could. I'm really sorry. I wish I would be able to. There isn't some there. That's why Matthias needs to do one, right? Merengues TV is good. Yeah, I think Matthias is saying that. Los Merengues TV. Yeah, he did change his channel name. Are you actually deleting the channel or just leave it alive? I'll leave it alive for a little bit, maybe about 6 months. Probably eventually delete it. And there you go. I think I'll leave it alive for a little bit longer. So there you go for that. We're gonna miss you there. Oh, dude, thank you so much. Nice day, man. Yeah, thanks for, dude. It's been a while. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna miss everyone on here. No, thanks so much. It seems so weird to do this, but I as Jonas was saying, I'm 27 years old. I have to do more things. There you go. Abdullahi, man, dude. Yeah, man. Thanks for being back. Abdullahi, man. Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah. There you go. I'm gonna follow your Insta. There you go. Thank you. Thank you so much. You guys, man. You guys are too nice, man. Man. Yeah. You can follow the Instagram. I'm gonna leave like I said. I'm gonna leave the page open for a little bit, and there you go. Miss you and my boy. We get robbed by the referee. That goal is not offside, and it was a Barca. It is a goal. Yeah, you look at the VAR. It is deemed offside, millimeters, but I guess you could say that. Real Galacticos. I wish Real Galacticos. Yeah, we're back, and this channel only excited for 18 months. What a coincidence. Yeah, that is a coincidence. Holy crap! It's a pity another good Madrid channel will end. No, thank you. Thank you so much. We played the best game. I thought we played really, really decent. Abdullah says, Casemiro man of the match for me. Casemiro defensively, I thought it was solid. For me, the part where Casemiro kind of lacks is the passing part, and that's kind of why I gave him a lower rating. There you go. Is there any possibility that you come back? Always a possibility. I won't say it's going to fully end, but there you go. Mendy a 7-2. He was great. Mendy was. I would say he was. The only thing with Mendy, the only quibble I have for Mendy is going forward. Mendy going forward still needs a little bit more. I would like him to do a little bit more, but we know defensively. I mean, this guy is solid defensively. That's something I like about him. But going forward, Mendy, just not good enough. I think Varane was involved today, definitely. Jonas, yep. Varane was just so solid. Do what's best. We understand your situation. Come back anytime. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. And we have 2 penalties. There you go. All right, so I'm pretty much going to end it there, guys. I do want to thank you so much. Thank you for all the support, everything. I really do appreciate that. 0-0 here at, obviously at Real Madrid at the Camp Nou. Overall, fair play. We'll take it. For me, and probably it's just because I'm really putting expectations. I'm just lowering expectations, but 0-0 at the Camp Nou, I'll take it any day, to be honest. Abdullah, he says Varane should have had a penalty and the Mendy offside was harsh. It was offside. I can see why it's deemed offside. A little bit harsh, but at the end of the day, is it offside? There you go. Thanks, James. Thanks so much. Really do appreciate it. Borussia Core, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Sergio, thanks, Sergio Ramos. Sheriff Perry, yeah, there you go. We'll use it. It's still gonna be on. Social media is gonna be on for a little bit. Good luck in the future. Thank you. No, thank you. Good luck to you too, James. Really do appreciate that. Bye, nice day, and there you go. Hope everything goes well. Yeah. Definitely. Hope everything goes well. See ya, Matthias. I'm at the Bigfoot, man. Bigfoot. Yeah. Thanks for being on. Formerly referred to as Los Merengues TV. Yeah. I'll definitely come back. I don't want to. Man, let me backtrack here. It's always a possibility that I'll be back. But right now, time doesn't allow for that. Thank you, Jonas. Take care, man. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Everything, the kind of unwavering loyalty. The Bigfoots, I just saw you streaming. I think you already left. What's going on? I'm just streaming on for a little bit longer. I enjoyed your comment. There you go. All right, cool. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much. Best of luck to all of you guys, and really, taking a break. Exactly. Best of luck to everyone on here. Really do appreciate it. Hopefully you guys can all prosper, right? I mean, we do have one life, right? It's limited amount of time, but you just try to make the most out of it, even if times are tough. For me, I don't tell you guys too much, but I would say the past 2-3 years have been really, 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 really difficult for me, and I'm not even going to get into that side of my life, but the past 3 years have been really, really difficult, and you just kind of have to get through it, right? That's life. Challenges, they come and go and things like that. So anyways, there you go. Yes, a la Madrid y nada más. There you go, and we'll end it on that. So thank you guys so much for being on. I do appreciate it. Just follow me on the Insta at Los Blancos Fan TV or Twitter at Los Blancos Fan TV, and you can always. I'm going to try to post a little bit more stuff on there as well. So I'll end it right there. Thank you guys so much. Have a good day. Have a good night. Wherever you're at. Thank you.